Airborne Toxic Event. I don't know how much we have to start over. We had technical difficulties. We were in the middle of such a beautiful conversation.
It was so good.
The entire band was crying. They introduced Adrian, who's a beautiful woman. She's lovely. And
She's lovely.
I no longer judge about facial hair on women. I used to. That was my 1998
It's a simple genetic
stuff.
disorder. I don't know why people stare. She's lovely.
Yeah. Adrian is the bearded lady. No, Adrian is the man who is the replacement bassist for Airborne Toxic Event. And so nice to have you on the couch. I feel like for all the years that I've been interviewing bands, you have escaped my grasp, and I don't know why that is.
I don't know either.
I assumed that I had said something offensive, and I apologize.
We were mad, but we're over it now. We got your letter.
Your policies about physics have really
nice.
been bothering us. And
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
we just, you know.
You're more of a plasma physicist. You don't want to hear about particle theory or anything like that. I have so many questions. When's the last time you cried?
I'm crying right now. When I saw the kale in your teeth, I was like, this is gonna suck.
He was sad for me because I made the brilliant choice.
This is why Kennedy is a great interviewer, because we've already had 4 tangents. And,
yeah,
you know,
we got it. No, but
this
we'll
is
bring
what's
it
called
back.
color.
It's like an octopus who, you know, eventually it seems like there are 8 arms.
Yeah, but there's really just one.
Suspended underwater, but they're bringing back food.
Right, in a
to
cloud
the
of
vessel.
ink.
And the food is the impetus for your music making.
I was wondering if you were gonna get that home, and you did, and I'm proud of you.
It's so critical. It's really important. But you're a band who writes songs that are heavy and emotional, and I wouldn't call you an emo band.
No, neither
But
would we.
Do people expect you to be unnecessarily intense?
No, we have songs that are completely upbeat and just sort of fun and stupid and kind of,
A little bit.
yeah, just kind of shit talky and sort of like, it almost sound like a conversation you'd have with a friend at a bar.
Yeah.
Where you're like, listen, you gotta hear the story. It's so messed up. No, really, this is what happened.
Not easy to put in a song
Yeah.
form.
No, not easy at all. But, you know, there's a lot of that kind of thing. And then the show itself tends to be really upbeat, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of jumping and a lot of clapping. Steven tends to jump off of stuff. Anna, who is one of the finest tambourine players in the country, so named
Thank
recently.
you. And a stringed instrumentarian.
Yes, she's both. She's a multi-instrumentalist,
Yeah.
as it turns out.
But like the
As it
good
turns
kind.
out.
Yeah. Not like the kind where, you know, you play the triangle and then
Oh, yeah.
the seesaw.
Yeah. Correct. So she'll crowd surf with a tambourine in heels, which I feel like is pretty
Is that true?
badass.
I always
absolutely
worry
does
about
that.
women crowd surfing.
You know, I don't know if it's just our fans or if it's the vibe I put out, but I have never had a bad experience, except the one time I was dropped. But I've never been unduly handled in an inappropriate way, except one time by a woman.
See?
What did
It's
that woman
always
do?
where you least expect it. You know, you're handed
Cup of
off
feel?
to the lady
it was a long
friends, and
time
all of a sudden
ago.
you got an arm reaching over.
It was a long time ago. The stage was this high, and I was getting back onto it, and she gently put her hand inside
The
of
holiest of
my
holies?
She became a manual
crack.
speculum.
and gave me a lift onto the stage.
Wow.
But that's it. Otherwise, everyone's been massively polite.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that at all. Thank you. Thank you, Mikel. Let's take a moment. Excellent.
Mikel is crying.
Did you ever bring your violin? Because I read on Wikipedia that you were so worried about the span of ne'er-do-wells that you wouldn't bring your good violin to practice. So you brought your crappy big
Well, now I have
viola
a-
that was
now
probably
I
out
have-
of tune.
Now I have a crappy violin, so I just play that.
Well, we've damaged your violin on a few occasions. I think one time you threw a guitar stand.
I totaled a viola. I totaled another viola, and now I have a crappy violin. So I bring that one. instead.
So it's
But
funny
it's
'cause
actually a wonderful violin. I really love.
yesterday Shepard Ferry was here talking about the art installation he's got that he's curating in Chicago, and we were talking about the cover of the London Calling album with the bass being smashed. Have you ever smashed a violin in such a manner?
If I were richer, I would.
Yeah.
It would be very cathartic, but I actually need my instrument. But maybe, you know, the day we're crashing Ferraris and making gazillions is the day I will.
I know. Why does Justin Bieber get to drive a mirrored Bentley and you have to worry about buying a violin? I think there is injustice.
Violins are expensive, man. They're like really expensive. I mean, a really nice violin.
Yeah, I
it's
know. Like the
crazy.
crazy ones, they're like
Crazy.
$5 million.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
I know.
smash that kind of violin.
I
You'd
would.
smash, like, you know, your
Or maybe I would. Maybe it'd be like, yeah, you know what? Here's a Stradivarius.
That'd be so
I got
rock
violin
and roll.
smashing money.
It would
What?
be.
I don't care. They picked up my
I'd be
option.
sad. I'd
What?
be sad. That would make me cry.
Dinner's on me, everybody.
Edward Longshanks owned this once. I'm going to use it as a toothpick. I'm going to whittle.
Was that a Braveheart reference?
Yeah, that's right.
So far, we've got particle physics.
Yeah.
We've got Braveheart. We've got manual speculums.
Yeah.
We're like all over the place
We
with
are.
this. This is amazing.
And it hurts so
This is
good.
like the intersection of pop culture right here. This is great.
we gotta own it in this moment because this is all we have.
It's
And
true.
that's, you know, when I do interviews, I
Yeah.
want to bring people into your sphere,
That's
into your
great.
moment, and show people because they think that you're the Sometime Around Midnight band, and you're
Yeah.
crying every time you perform that.
But sometimes I feel like crying when we perform that because it has been such a cool song for us.
Yeah.
And it's still really fun to play. And
Oh,
sometimes,
is it? Oh, that's nice to
Sometimes
hear.
Yeah,
you need
for
to
sure.
cry on tour, and the only time you have privacy is on stage during Sometime Around Midnight.
Is that true?
Yeah, actually.
Oh.
Sometimes I just like open the faucet a little and let it out, so
That's
you guys
adorable.
don't have to see it later.
Yeah,
So when
no,
she's
you wanna
putting
hug?
her hair in front of her face like this, you think that she's
actually
tuning
crying.
up? No, but she's sobbing.
Yeah.
I think that's lovely. My friend Darren, who's a huge fan of yours, he sometimes when he's sad late at night, he puts that on and cries.
Does it really?
It's like, yeah,
He and I have that. We have that.
it's like it's a man crying song.
That's true, actually.
And I am actually a man.
There's been a lot of hugs, a lot of bro hugs that have gone down.
Like
over
you're
that
one of
song.
those sexy men that Eddie Murphy would take home.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's totally true. You've got Adrian the Bearded Lady and Anna the Secret Dude. I like this band more and more. So let's talk about another cheery topic. Timeless is all about your grandmother's passing.
Yeah, just like a light topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just transitioned so effortlessly.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Because I listened to the song. Did you ever see her or dream about her after she passed?
Oh yeah, all the time for sure.
Do you
We were
really?
super close. I used to call her from tour. Like I'd be out on tour and
Yeah.
and she would like and she'd be like, Mikel, darling, how's the tour? How's it
And
going?
she's never been to New York. And
Oh
she's
my
got that
god. No,
accent.
she's from
I'm
she's
kidding.
from the Bronx. Yeah. She's this little woman like this tall and she had like an essential tremor. She had to pin her head against my grandfather to put her lipstick on. It was really adorable.
That's so sweet.
And she'd go, darling, how's the tour? That's exactly
Oh.
how she spoke too,
Yeah.
by the way. Yeah. So we were actually very close. It was
Were
like
you raised by your grandparents?
No, I was raised by my folks, but my family is
Just a really
big
close.
Italian, French, Jewish people that just talk and eat and tell jokes and play music and it's like and they were all like hippies and so it makes it even worse.
Wow.
And so like everyone just hung out. I saw them probably once a week for most of my life. So we were very close, yeah. And so it was a big deal when that happened.
But that song's beautiful, and as
Thank you.
I listen to it, I think about the people who pass because
Yeah.
a lot of times you want to dream about them.
Oh, for
like
sure.
you want something, and those I feel people who actually dream about those who've moved on, they're very lucky.
Absolutely, because you get their energy back for a minute. And the feeling that I had when she died, she was funny and she told all these great jokes, and it was like the world just got more boring. Like the world was more exciting with her in it, and then
Yeah.
it was like, oh, we had so many great times. She would tell off-color jokes in mixed company.
God.
She just swore like a sailor. She's a little 92-year-old woman, and she swore like a sailor with her little red boots. Oh, she was so cute.
God bless her.
God bless Juliet. But now I have a niece that was born recently named Juliet.
Oh, that's so nice.
I know.
You know what you have to do? Honestly, I'm getting chills just thinking about this. You have to take her. I seriously, like, I'm getting choked up. You have to take her to see Lion King on Broadway.
Why Lion King on Broadway?
Because Circle of Life. And they
Oh,
come
the
out and they sing it,
Circle
and it's
of
so,
Life.
like the Broadway version. Oh, it's so beautiful.
All right, when she's of age.
Yeah, so let her grow up a
She
little
just
bit.
she was just born.
Yeah, like if you take her all gooey.
she'd sit there and
and-
cry and poop.
Yeah,
and
she's
like,
still pooping yellow.
Yeah.
Like, wait until she's 7 or 8.
yes, for
and then
sure.
take her
I'll
because-
tell her you recommend.
Yeah,
it.
if she's like 3 weeks old, you could be like, you're not even paying attention. Like,
Is that how babies talk?
yeah, like I
Hey.
spent $180 on this ticket, and you're like crapping yourself.
They sound like garbage workers in the city. Hey, when are you gonna give me a bottle? Huh? I just want a bottle. This is stupid. Huh? What the? I pooped my pants. What?
There's
Who's
that
gonna
movie
change
about
me?
that called Look Who's Talking.
Yeah.
And
But
then
weren't
Look Who's
they
Talking
cute?
Now. or
Yeah.
is
Weren't
it
they like
two,
kind
or-
of cute though? The way that they spoke, like the babies when they spoke. I never saw that movie, but you know.
I actually didn't either.
Steven
gave up
Steven
seeing
makes fun of me
movies
because he
that
says every accent that I do sounds like,
your
a
grandmother?
New Yorker.
God rest her soul.
I could say like, oh, we were in Japan, and the Japanese people were all like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to
You
Japan.
have some edamame,
Yeah.
right?
You want some
You know, we got
sushi
some
over
sushi,
here?
whatever you
Yeah.
want. Miso soup, I don't even care. Right here, we call rice gohan.
Unagi, we got maguro, we got what? What you want? You got uni? You got uni?
Yeah,
you
got
look like
uni.
you
I
want
got
some
uni.
Yeah.
You like it? How you like me now with my uni? My ama ebi. That's sweet shrimp. That shrimp is sweet. I would prefer that everyone spoke like a New Yorker
Right?
wherever
All
you
the time.
go.
But only in like random places where you don't expect it. Like not in New York. Like if you could do it like in the South, you get to Nashville, or like in Memphis, and you're at like Graceland. Like, hey, welcome to Graceland. Eh?
Yeah.
Hey, how are y'all doing? All right.
Yeah, that's right. Elvis crapped on a toilet and he died. It's sad for everybody here.
Graceland is creepy. We went there during the making of our last record.
Yeah.
We took a trip. We got motorcycles and we rode to from Nashville to Memphis where we were making the record.
Yeah.
And man, that place is it's
The
odd.
shag carpet.
You know, there's a white monkey in every room.
Actually, one of my favorite parts about Graceland was we went into his office.
Yeah.
And he had all his fan art. And I was like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're Elvis. Fan art is kind of the same worldwide for every band. Like the
Slightly
the homemade
off renditions of
portrait-
your face.
the homemade portrait of the artist that someone loves.
That takes
That
so
is
much
universal.
time to craft.
And they all look like they're done by the same lady or gentleman.
It was Adrian.
Or child.
And what is the craziest piece of fan art you've ever gotten? To anyone in the band.
Oh. Early on, there was a picture of the five of us in the LA Times, and it was the first time we were in the calendar section. It was like our first piece of press, and a super fan cut it out, and
At the time, the movie The Dark Knight was about to come out, I think.
it just come out, and so people were really into it, and he took all of our faces and put the creepy Heath Ledger
Joker face.
on all of our faces and gave it to us with such pride
Like, huh?
and such joy, and we
Here it
were
is.
so scared.
We were scared.
we
We
were
were
The way
like-
nature
scared.
intended.
Yeah. And I think it even said, "Why so serious?"
Why so
And we're like-
serious? And we were like, thanks.
No, we're good. All right, you guys. Well, you have to go electrify Lollapalooza, and hopefully not with lightning bolts.
Yeah, let's hope that.
Welcome to the band.
Thank you for having.
Yes. Is he interim or is he? He's permanent.
Yeah,
Okay, so the paternity leave turned into. You know
Yeah.
what? Screw it. I must stay here with my baby.
basically. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys so much.
All
I
right.
know
you.
that we didn't talk a lot, but I hope that you felt the.
I
affection.
was too enamored by that color of your dress. It looks stunning on you.
Thank you very much. You can borrow it anytime.
Matches the kale in your teeth.
I can't actually hear what you're saying anyway, so I
felt a lot.
Oh, that's good. Okay, well, I certainly have, and I wish you tremendous continued success of the ages.
Likewise.
Thanks for
Airborne
having
Toxic
us.
Event. iHeartRadio.com/Lollapalooza. Farewell.